What's up, everybody?
From Scootin' America TX.
How y'all doing tonight?
Contretto.
Welcome, boss.
All right, this is going to be east to west. Now we're doing west to east.
Right.
So this is just a little tidbit for some ones that are going east to west.
Yep. Give you a little bit of an idea of what's out there if you haven't looked and you're just winging it.
And now ours is on motorcycles and not vehicles.
Yep.
So Illinois, day one, you arrive in Chicago, Route 66 begins sign, Chicago Harley Davidson, Louis Matil's Deep Dish Pizza.
Always got to have deep dish from Chicago.
Right. And then downtown hotel with garage parking. That's what it said on here.
Yep. Then day two, Chicago to Pontiac, Illinois. You're going to do Route 66, Hall of Fame Museum, the Pontiac Murals, and Best Western is a place to stay there in Pontiac. And there's a few more things to do, but we're just touching the highlights.
And then day three, Pontiac to Springfield. It's 95 miles. You got Cozy Dog Drive-In. Now we hitting that up.
We hitting the Cozy Dog, definitely.
And then Illinois, Route 66 Museum. And then the stay is a Route 66 hotel.
And then day four, Springfield to St. Louis. Good old St. Louis. They claim they got the blues, but I think Memphis done it. First is Chain of the Rocks Bridge. That's one. You got the Gateway Arch, which everybody knows what that is. It's the gateway to the west. And then you got Gateway Harley Davidson, which is in St. Louis. And Drury Plaza is always a good place to stay. We actually go on Verbo, and when we're going to stay 2 or 3 days someplace like St. Louis, go to Verbo. You'll get it cheaper, and you'll get a nice little cozy house.
Okay, and then day five, you got St. Louis to Cuba. It's 80 miles. You got Murals, Wagon Wheel Motel, and a stay is Wagon Wheel Historical Hotel.
And of course, day six, you got Cuba to Springfield, Missouri, home of Jesse James. Merrimack Caverns was Jesse James's hideout, and Springfield Harley Davidson and the Railhaven Motel would be your best stay, and it's 110 miles from St. Louis.
Then you got day seven from Springfield, Missouri to Joplin, 85 miles. You got Red Oak 2 and Route 66 Drive-In. Now I want to go eat there.
Yep.
And then the stay is La Quinta, and it's got bike parking there.
Are we doing a 6-minute video?
No, I'm going to have.
Oh, you're going to cut it. All right. Then we got day 8. Kansas and Oklahoma, because of course everybody knows Kansas is only a 14-mile stretch of Route 66, but there's a lot of things between there to see, a lot of car stuff, things like that. And it'll be Joplin to Baxter Springs and then to Tulsa. Kansas Route 66 Museum, Tulsa Harley Davidson, and we'll be staying at the Campbell Hotel, which was in Tulsa, and it featured in Tulsa King. Anybody seen that show? We love that show.
Right. And then day 9, Tulsa is your rest day. So you got Wood Guthrie Center and Blue Dome District Food Crawl. And we got to try that out. It keeps coming up on YouTube, but I'm not for sure what it is.
Huh.
But I know it has a bear beside it.
Always got to have a beer.
Right.
And that's the rest day. We're actually staying 2 days in Tulsa. So join us later when we're doing our west to east. You'll find out exactly what we're doing. But for now, we're trying to give you that just east to west, day 10. You got Tulsa, Claremore, and Catoosa, all in Oklahoma, which is the Will Rogers Memorial. And then the Blue Whale is at Catoosa. And somebody said they redid that they got everything like it used to be back in the day.
I can't wait to see.
I know. That's what we'll find out. And then the Hampton Inn in Catoosa if you need a place to stay.
All right, so there's that part. Day 10. Look, I've done already read this thing, and I've done it, flipped it over, and made it do doggone dances. Okay, then day 11, you got Catoosa, Oklahoma City. It's 120 miles. The Pop Soda Ranch, and then Oklahoma City, Harley Davidson, and then the 21C Museum Hotel. I keep seeing that. I've never heard of the 21C Museum Hotel,
I ain't either.
so I'm not for sure about that.
Apparently, it's got to be an old one if it keeps popping up with what she's looking at. And then the next day, Clinton, day 12, Oklahoma City to Clinton, and Oklahoma Route 66 Museum, and the Trade Winds Inn if you want to look for a place to stay.
And then day 13 is Clinton to Elk City. That's 70 miles. You got National Route 66 Museum, and to stay is a Best Western out there.
Then we're getting in our neck of the woods. Elk City to Shamrock, Texas. 110 miles. You got the drop-in cafe, which was actually, if you watch Cars, the tower, the Conoco station, that's where that came from. And apparently they got the Best Western, or at the Western Motel, my bad.
And then Texas and New Mexico, day 15 through 20 now. Day 15, you got Shamrock and Amarillo, 100 miles of it. You got Cadillac Ranch, Big Texan Steakhouse, Amarillo, Harley Davidson. But now let me tell you, they've got a bug ranch now with the punch buggies and the limousines from the Big Texans they used to use.
Yeah, they just did that last year when we was up there in Amarillo.
And they got sidewalks, so you ain't got to walk out in the mud.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
And you can still paint them.
Yeah.
And right across the street from there is a place you get something to drink and some spray paint.
And a bathroom.
We're spending a few days in Amarillo, so then we'll leave on day 16, Amarillo to Adrian, Texas to Tucumcari. You got Midpoint Cafe, suggest everyone stop there and eat. Very good place. You got your sign of the midway point of Route 66. Then you got a bunch of Route 66 murals. Then you got the Blue Swallow Motel in Tucumcari, which if you want to get reservations there, you better send them an email because they'll get back with you, I guess.
Yeah, because if you don't get an email to them, they don't know you're coming. They're still old school. They don't have, you cannot get it online or any of that.
Not on booking.
Yeah.
So make sure you email Blue Swallow.
Day 17, Tucumcari to Santa Rosa at 60 miles. You got Route 66 Auto Museum and the Blue Hole. And then it says historical Route 66 Inn is a good hotel.
And if you scuba dive, definitely want to go to the Blue Hole. It's like 70 feet down. They got old school buses and junk stowed in the bottom. So if you're a scuba diver and you got a little time, go ahead and do it. Then you got Santa Rosa to Santa Fe, which we're not doing. We are not going to Santa Fe because that's another loop of the Route 66 where it splits. And Santa Fe, once you get up there, you have to turn around and go back 60 or 70 miles because the Indian reservation will not let you through unless you're Indian. But until then, I would just take Santa Rosa to Albuquerque and leave Santa Fe out of that loop. That's us. We're not doing Santa Fe.
No.
See, you got it as rest day.
Yeah,
Your AI does. See, then you got that.
Yeah. And then day 20, it's Santa Fe to Albuquerque to Gallup. It's 200 miles. You got Old Town Albuquerque, then Albuquerque Harley Davidson. And then El Rancho is the hotel.
El Rancho?
Yeah, it says El Rancho Motel.
Oh, in Gallup.
Yeah, in Gallup.
Yep, and that's where we're staying. Kind of spendy, but you better make reservations. And it's on booking. So you don't have, but that one you have to pay up front. Arizona, day 21, Gallup, Petrified Forest to Holbrook. Got the Petrified Forest, then you got the Wigwam Motel in Holbrook. But check, because when we checked, all he had was 2 double beds squished together in 1 teepee. And no way to move. So we're staying we went out and stayed somewhere else.
And then we have day 22 from Holbrook to Flagstaff. Now there's a lot of stuff through here. And I mean a lot. So you have to leave out early enough to be able to see what you're wanting to see because there's so much stuff. You got Meteor Crater, Flagstaff Harley Davidson, and then Hotel Monte Vista.
like I said, we're just touching on a brief east to west because we are going from west to east, and we're taking at least 3 weeks just to do Route 66 with all our stops. With Day 23 in Flagstaff, you have Sedona, Twisties.
It's rides. That's why it's got a little blue twisty on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
and Oak Creek Canyon.
Yeah,
Flagstaff, basically Grand Canyon.
Yeah. And then day 24, Flagstaff, Seligman, and Kingman, 160 miles. You need to leave out early if you want to see all of this.
There's a lot between there.
And then you got Steve Grease Pass. That's the best riding. That's what AI told me anyway. Snowcap Drive-In. And then Kingman Harley Davidson. And then El Torvator, or whatever you want to say. We ain't staying there.
And the Snowcap Drive-In is Angel Delgado's brother's place, and in Seligman, and he's actually the one who got the Route 66 historic site, so it could be, people will still know it's there because it killed the town of Seligman. But in 1980, I guess, is when he went on a cruise, but he owned the barber shop there, and he owned the little store there, so everybody stopped in to Angel's place. Day 25, you have to Kingman. It's a rest day. Mm-hmm. You went Flagstaff to Kingman already. So in Kingman, that's just Kingman. Rest day, it's Route 66 and Oatman Burr. You go up to Oatman, and the donkeys have taken over the town, and they were abandoned there way back in the mining days, and they just live there.
Then day 26, you got Kingman to Needles. It's 140 miles. You got Cool Springs, Colorado River, and it says stay at the Rio del Solo Inn.
California. You got Kingman to Needles. She done went over that. Needles to Barstow. You got Roy's Motel, and that's in Amboy. Another one. You get to the Amboy, you got to turn around and go back because you can't get through, and it's been like that for how many years, you say? 30?
Over 20 years.
Yeah, so a lot of people say, well, I can make it. Now, you get to the interstate, and you can't get over there, so you've just went about 40 miles out of your way. So when you get to Amboy, you got to turn around and go back and get on the Route 66. But it's Roy's Motel, and then the Route 66 Mother Road Museum, and the Route 66 Motel in Barstow. So that's where we're staying.
And then you got Barstow to Victorville and San Bernardino. It's 85 miles. California Route 66 Museum, and then San Bernardino Harley Davidson. And the stay is Hilton Garden Inn.
Then you got San Bernardino to Santa Monica, which is the end of Route 66 at the pier. You got Angeles Crest Highway, Pacific Coast Highway, LA Harley Davidson, and Santa Monica. You have end of the trail sign and the pier. And that's it. And that's when you get to the end of the road.
So stick around with Scootin' America TX. We have more for you to see. And there's a whole lot more to come.
That's it. We'll see y'all.